It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Hawks coming up next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were losers last week. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his first look is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's second down. We look at this Browns defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let him play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Smith. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Seahawks at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Geno. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Another outstanding season by Garrett in 2022. His 2nd year in a row with 16 sacks, tied for 2nd in the league. In just his 7th season, he's almost a virtual lock to become the Browns' career sacks leader.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team, but he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
Holding offense.
Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 9 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 3rd down and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper couldn't pull it in there. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Here's 3rd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Number 2, Amari Cooper.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
And 5 at the 25-yard line.
This is the tight end, Njoku. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Throwing again is Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Smith. Short pass caught by Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Smith. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back to throw, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Uchenna-Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off of play action, here's Smith on the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Smith now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Open man, that's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and 3.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Browns' 26-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Myers' kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Chubb will get the call running left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key with stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. A 33-yarder from the left hash. York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And just shutting him off there. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Browns.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. York able to send this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Cleveland, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.